Whenever a CSGO player hears this cast or reaction,
oh, and another one! Oh, and a third!
You know what clip we're talking about. And this is an example of one of the many iconic moments from the rich 11-year history of CSGO. And today I'm back, breaking down 5 more iconic plays. Going into the match, TSM was known as the chokers of the scene, while NVS was the best French team in the world. But this was the grand final and TSM wanted to prove that they could win, while NVS wanted to win as bad to prove that they were the best. As you can tell by the buys, TSM have gotten a weird full buy with 1 M4 and 4 SMGs. Their goal is just to take map control fast and abuse the close range fights that SMGs allows you to have, while NVS have gone for a pistol buy and armor and 3 smokes. And here they have 2 deagles, a CC, P250 and 5.7. TSM are set up with 1 player close to banana, 3 players in bottom mid and 1 in second mid, while TSM have gone for 3 players on A site. A weird setup since they all have pistols, so to see opting for long range fights is a bit weird. But at the same time, TSM only have SMGs and only 1 rifle, so it makes sense not wanting to play close range fights against them. And then they have 2 players on B with 1 smoke. NVS setup are simple, with Happy holding for the peak on TSM and MBK ready with a smoke whenever Happy makes contact. And TSM can't find any information or opening kills in mid, and since they have more B control, they opt to go B, and the rest is history.
Taking their sweet time, hoping to catch somebody peek on Envy's side, and well, that's what happens when you go around the corner. Happy with one dig. Oh, and another one! Oh, and a third! Happy! He could get another one here too, Dupree! Dupree is like sweating bullets! Happy's gonna get the quad kill in the ace! What is this?
It's the major grand final, and maybe one of the few major finals with so much on the line. On G2 we have Nico, who might be able to win his first major and probably major MVP, while on Navi we have Simple trying to win his first and only major and major MVP. These are 2 of the players that will go down in history as the greatest players of all time, and are in everyone's top 5 or even top 3 list of CSGO players of all time. Navi took Ancient, G2's pick quite dominantly. So going into Nuke, the match was written off to see Navi win. But here something happened. G2 in the second half of the game started to get the ball rolling. And out of nowhere, G2 was on map point, with Navi only having 10 rounds. G2 had 5 chances of closing the match. But G2 here started to struggle right away. As soon as they hit match point, with Navi winning the next 2 rounds and G2 found himself on a pistol buy. But there's one player that can save them, Nico, who have bought out the deagle. And Nico is a monster with the deagle. This is his chance to once again get another deagle clip into his legacy of deagle highlights, like these ones.
Away from them very quickly by Titan. Oh my god, Nico gets 3, 4! Oh my lungs, I don't believe it! Shox then has just to find 1 more, the molly isn't going to touch him. And what on earth has just happened? As Deagle is on fire and Shox is going to walk into it as well. Nico is on fire.
The round starts with G2 using a lot of utility early, like the outside smoke and a bunch of utility onto site. Their goal is to force Navi to focus outside and have 2 players there, as well as to trick Navi with the A utility, or to say it a little bit easier, to force Navi to always wander. Navi are set up with Electronic running to secret, 2 players on A, 1 in ramp and the last player outside. But when Navi only play 2 players on A, the side is so much weaker to a fast attack, and here G2 are running out. And look at Perfecto, he sees the utility and just turns around since he knows that G2 will use a flash and he's in an open position and have to prioritize that first. Perfecto and Boomich finds 1 kill each before Hunter's tech line completely run them both over, and so far the round is a success. G2 have gotten sight, no Navi players can contest it, so they can plant, and they gotten 2 guns to upgrade to. Next as 6th Sense kicks in, and instead of killing Simple, who he just misses by an inch, he instead kills a silent player climbing up vents, and G2 looks to be winning the round and map with a 3-2 advantage. And it's only Simple and Bit left. But let's put the POV on Nico. He have gone to ramp, kinda dumb to do when the rest of your team is already on site, but if G2 plans for heaven, he can easily win the round from it. Simple goes crazy running through the smoke and finds Nexa, and it's the family members left of G2 versus the new Navi duo. But Bit is in heaven and Nico can't let him see him. But as soon as Nico climbs up the ladder, Bit drops. Since what are the chances that G2 have any players coming heaven right now? It's 20 seconds left of the bomb. And here the iconic moment was born, and I will let you see the rest.
Times it to perfection. And Simple sitting. No! Disaster! An absolute disaster!
That was it! That was the...
I've made 1 more video explaining iconic plays. If you didn't watch it first, it will be in the description or top right here. And all of these clips are actually from a comment I got on that video. So if you think I missed any clips, tell me. We're seeing Navi versus NVS on Inferno, and this play is an old one, but an iconic moment, so let's first explain the story. These two teams had one thing in common, and that is legendary Opers. On Navi we had Guardian, an Oper who no matter what team he played for, he could turn them into champions, until he rejoined Navi after he was done with FaZe. And on Envious you had Kenny as the most well-known Oper and sniper in any games in the world, I think. Just having an S in the end of your name strikes fear into your enemy as soon as you have the sniper rifle. The round I found starts in the middle, so we have to work with that. We can see that Navi have a full buy with Guardian, an AWP and 4 rifles, while Envious have 3 pistols and 2 rifles. And I have to ask, what is this with Envious to create iconic moments on low buys on Inferno? But Envious are going for a fast A execute with 2 players apps and 3 players short, while Navi are set up quite well to defend this with 4 players, 1 coming long, 2 close to site and 1 in pit. And their 5th player is still on B. God, I love how it is to be an anchor player. Edward spots aggression and have to fall off without getting any kills. And this is a problem since Navi have no players to hold deep short. Edward gets full blinded and this allows Apex to get into pit unknown to Navi. And here Navi quickly dismantle Envious and it's a 2v4. How does Envious win this? Apex gets behind Edward and finds a second kill for his team, as well as Kenny's with the AK runs up on site to kill Seized. And out of the blue it's a 2v2. Guardian tries to wallbang but he's smoked off, and this is kinda good because this allows him to wait for his teammate to get closer and to play the round as a proper 2v2. Kenny's finds Flamey, but Guardian quickly finds the trade to Apex and it's a 1v1 with the 2 most legendary Opers of their times, and I will let you watch the rest.
Will he try and hold the AWP? He gets the shot onto Apex. Is he going to try and go huge here? Kenny S on site, straight in his face. Doesn't hit the no-scope. Doesn't hit the pistol. Oh, for the die! Kenny S! Would you believe it? The balls on that man to go for that play.
This is so legendary, it even got a graffiti in the game on Overpass. It's round 29 and the score is 14-14. It's an important round as Fnatic have a good bank going into round 30, while Dignitas will be forced to a weak buy if they lose, and it's an important round for both teams. Fnatic goes 1 player towards A and mid, in hope of getting fast information in A and mid, so he can either rotate or give his B players a heads up, while Dignitas goes for 1 player in mid and 4 players towards B. It's a mirror match with both teams sending 4 players B and 1 towards mid. Their goal is the same, with mid players to get information and to rely on that for the rest of the round. But Fnatic's mid player decides not to swing device and rather walk down to Con to be able to help his short player taking short from Dignitas if they need. Device walks back to Con, and here he hears the door being blown up and he can tell his team what waits them in water. And you can see by Dignitas setup straight up a void short pipe to not give away any information to Fnatic. Fnatic starts to fall back as soon as Dignitas starts to take site. A crucial mistake, but Pronax finds Zipnex and the round is on. Dignitas gets a bomb planted, but have to worry about backside and short since Fnatic have all of this under control. But here Fnatic starts to find kills, with Dignitas overpeaking and doing so 1 by 1, and quickly it's a 2v4. And Dignitas goes for a Hail Mary with Molotoving the bomb, and just at the right time with Pronax using the last smoke, and when the Molotov hits the bomb, Olaf springs to action, and I will let you see the rest.
Pronax finds Zipnex, not the best of starts. Flusher gets Dupree, bomb is going down Device, still kicking as Fetish waits and finds himself a little bit of smoke to hide in, but it's a 2v4 and it's going to be desperately hard to hold on to. Device around the world we go, but the defuse is coming in. He's still going. Oh, Olaf just about gets it as the flames come in, and look at the little dance of happiness. That is how to control your nerves in a situation. Dance it out.
Last entry is legendary 1G play. If you ever kill yourself in CSGO with a Molotov, you will see the chat type the word 1G, and this is why. Today Summit is a well-respected streamer, but back then he was a semi-professional CSGO player. And on train, he would make sure everyone in CSGO would remember his name forever. And the match has some notable names like Tarek, who is now the only NA major MVP of CSGO and basically owns the Valorant category on Twitch. Jason R, who is a well-known sexist from Valorant scene, and of course Summit 1G. Splice is on match point and have a full buy with 2 ops and 3 rifles, while CLG have gotten 1 AK and 3 pistols. Splice starts with having 2 players A site, and 2 players here. I can't really remember the name since it's like a year since I played this map last. Hopefully Volvo brings it back for CS2. While CLG are going 4 players fast on B and then 1 player faking A site. Davey finds the first kill of the round with this interesting one-way smoke, while Arya finds the lone A player and CLG have been red. Davey dies, and to be honest a 1-for-1 trade is not good enough when you're solo on site, and CLG have gotten site, but since their weapons are so much weaker, it should be an easy retake for Splice to win the map. Cutler runs oil and here goes crazy and finds 2 kills not watching him, but when he tries to get the AWP and run back, Summit 1G finds him. But if you didn't know, Summit 1G at this point is in a 1v3, and his stress level is high. And when Jason R's Afterlife Molotov finds TGM, Summit 1G finds Cutler and is left to Fugly, and here, Summit 1G uses a Molotov to force Fugly to him, and I will let you watch the rest.
Back to back, but he gets caught trying to trade out a gun. Fugly finding another one. Jason R trades it back, and now it's Summit in the 1v1 to try and close this out against Fugly. Fugly playing it aggressively, no, but Summit's gonna clutch it, and Splice will close out map number 1, 16-11. Oh wait, what?
Okay then.
No, what happened? Oh no, Summit! No!
Thanks for watching. Here are 2 videos YouTube told me you would like.